Okay, so Signature have just sent me across a new action thriller, right? It is called Operation Napoleon, Frozen Conspiracy. Okay. It is directed by Óskar Thór Axelsson and written by Marteinn Thorisson, adapted from Arnaldur Indriðason's book of the same name. It is produced by Hilmar Sigurðsson and Dick Swardser, along with Anita Elsani. Executive produced by Ralph Christensen, Adolstein Johansson, and Kurtjen Pordason. Co-produced by Jens Wolf and Basti Grease. Yeah. Okay. And Tina Troop also produces. Music was handled by Frank Wolf. Cinematography is Arne Philippousson. Gunnar B. Gudrusson and Christian Lundberg edited the joint. Jemima McWilliams was on casting. Himir Severson, production design. Art decoration is Victor Peter Olafsson, with Dora Hood Gassatia, set decoration, and Carmen Booterman, hair and makeup. Our cast, well, Kirsten is played by Vivian Ólafsdóttir. Okay. Steve is played by Jack Fox. Kirsten's brother Elias is played by Aliti Óskar Faljason. Elna is played by Ulfa Dari Olfsson. Okay, we got William Carr, played by Ian Glenn. Simon is played by Watton Wilk Mohring. Julie Rafe is played by Adeswa Oni. Johannes is played by Prostor Leo Gunnarsson, and Rosa is played by Nana Kirsten Magnusdottir. Okay, that's all the main cast. And the gist is this: shortly before her brother disappears without a trace, Kirsten, a young Icelandic lawyer, receives a video clip showing him near an old airplane wreck in the Icelandic ice. Before Kirsten can fully grasp the meaning of these startling images, she finds herself unexpectedly drawn into the vortex of an international conspiracy. The wreckage turns out to be a German plane from World War II that has been missing for decades. And its cargo is apparently so explosive that it attracts not only unscrupulous criminals, but also the attention of CIA Deputy Director William Carr and the cold-blooded German agent Simon. Both attempt to eliminate Kirsten as a supposed eyewitness. Despite being in grave danger, Kirsten remains determined to find the wreck, driven by her concern for her brother and to uncover the secret of the glacier grave, a highly dangerous undertaking whose plot leads from modern Iceland to America and Nazi Germany at the end of World War II. So, yes. Now, it does say this gripping English language thriller, right? It is not. Right? That's the crazy thing. There's a lot of subtitles in this fucking film. There's a lot of subtitles, man. Boy, it is very frustrating because they're tiny little white subtitles, and this is set in Iceland. Set in Iceland, and there's a lot of snow. So there's a lot of these subtitles that get lost on a white fucking background. It is just I don't understand how people can do this and not look at it when they're prepping the film and go, yeah, no, that's fine. Right? Because even if your fucking sight is good, you should be like, hold on, that looks like it could be an issue. Right? It's truly baffling. Truly baffling. So yeah, we start off in 1945. We see a little bit of footage and then it jumps forward, right? And we have Kirsten, late for a meeting and then doing her thing in the boardroom. Her brother is trying to call her. He's out and about, and him and his friends discover something in the snow. Which is all, the discovery is all a little bit, just like, come on. Like you're just gonna think, oh, that could, because there's rocks everywhere. So to think, hold on, I think that might be something, it's all a little bit, but yeah, they make this discovery, they find a plane. And I will say, the way they act with the plane, I had no, I didn't give a fuck what happened to them. I'm just like, you're a bunch of fucking morons. So be it what it will be. You know what I mean? But yeah, this film, there is action and suspense and all of that. And I will say that all of those elements are shot well. They're shot well. Now, that's not to say there's not some ludicrous things going down, but you know what I mean? All of that is pretty much like, okay, that's flowing pretty well. That's not bad. You know what I mean? For this type of film. Where everything just goes a little bit nuts for me is just the story. Right? It's the story that you're just like, wait, hold on. Because she's a lawyer, but then we're meant to believe that, she's able to then do all of this stuff. Just at the very beginning, she's out in the snow for ages in a t-shirt and no socks or shoes. Now, I don't know if you've been out in the snow, right? I've been out in the snow and yeah, like trainers. And I just wasn't prepared because, when we went, it was not snowing. And when we came out of this club, it had snowed. And proper snow, not the bullshit a millimeter that can shut down the country. I'm saying we had motherfucking inches of snow, right? Your shoes were just covered. That's how much it was. It was crazy. And I had to be out I was doing a lot of club promotion work, and I was out in the snow for 2 hours, 3 hours maybe. I was fucking, oh my gosh. It took hours for my body temperature to come back to fucking normal. It was so fucking painful. It was just insane. So to be like someone with no shoes on, you're just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this is insane. This makes no sense, right? And like, that's just one of the small bits where you'll be like, come on. But there's just so many. Like, another thing I will point out, if you have any sort of, abdominal injury, that fucks you up, right? Sitting down is super painful. Standing up is so, like, running. You ain't running. You know what I mean? You ain't running. There's so many things that you are then compromised doing. So, yeah, just remember that. Because there's something that happens and you're just like, nah, nah. What are we saying here? What are we saying? It is, it's just a horrible script for me anyway, right? If you have those bits where someone has made a vow not to do something, and then you get these people who be like, oh, how could you not? And they're like, you know what? I made this promise, you know what I mean, because of these important reasons in my life, but I will break that for strangers. I will break that for strangers, right? It's just people that will risk their life for someone they don't know, which again, always a stay. Like when people are just like, you go, I'll stay here and die. You're just like, no one's doing that shit, especially for motherfuckers they do not know. It's always laughable, always laughable. So this film is rife with all of those tropes. Oh my god, it is so packed with them. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this does feel like it is set up as a tempo, right? I do feel that if this has done well, a sequel will be coming. It's definitely, there's a lot of things left on the table. So yeah, who knows what will happen? But yeah, it's a it's an interesting one, because yeah, I mean, as I said, look, I thought the actual cinematography, the shooting, all of that, boom, all of that works. All of that is absolutely fine. Where it falls down is just the script, right? And the people doing things where you're just like, that makes no sense. Or wait, how would they have the skills to do that? Or it's just simple things like when you see a pattern happening, surely you go, hold on, I think everyone knows what we're doing. I think we change up what the fuck, how we're approaching all of this. That's what you would think. But no. That's not what happens here. When you think about things that are kind of stupid and make no sense, I think you kind of would look at stuff like Da Vinci Code, right? stuff like Da Vinci Code, Lara Croft, those films. Right, those are the films which I would say if you enjoyed those, then possibly, Operation Napoleon, Frozen Conspiracy will work very well for you. I think that is, I think that makes sense with this, Yes, I think you will hit it, right? So it is available on all digital platforms, So, if you feel this is for you, you will be able to pick it up and own it, people. So, from today, you'll be able to grab this one. All right. So, I don't know. Does this sound like it's for you? If you watched it and enjoy it, let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this flick, right? If you've read the book and you're just like, ooh, yeah, great adaptation, or they didn't do this and I wish they had done that, let us know. You know what I mean? It's always interesting. But yeah, Operation Napoleon, Frozen Conspiracy. Yeah, have at it, people.